Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgets.com and today we are going to do a quick unboxing and full review of the Xolo Q2000. Xolo Q2000 is a phablet device from Xolo, just like we have seen from Micromax, which is called the Canvas Doodle 2, and we have seen some other players coming up with their phablets. This is the phablet from Xolo. This is how the package looks like. Again, very same kind of package which we have seen on other Xolo phones as well. At the back side of the package we have the specifications of the device mentioned. That is that it has a 1.2 GHz MediaTek 6589W processor, and you have PowerVR SGX 544MP the GPU, which is again the same which we have seen on other phablets as well. You have 5.5-inch HD IPS display, and again the display resolution is not full HD but it is 720p. It will give you a pixel density of around 267 pixels per inch, and you have a full high definition 1080p video playback supported as well, and you can also record the video from the back camera, which is a 13 megapixel camera, and you have BSI sensor as well, the backside illuminated sensor, which will make sure that you get better photos in low light. And then you have 2 megapixel fixed focus front camera. You have GSM supported, both of the SIM card slot. There are 2 SIM card slot on this phablet and both of them supports 3G. You have 1 GB of RAM, 8 GB of internal memory, and then you have micro SD memory card slot as well to expand the storage. You have accelerometer sensor, ambient light sensor, proximity sensor as well, and we will also tell you what other sensors you have on this device. You have Xolo Secure Power app application for saving power, is Xolo Secure anti-theft application to actually secure this phone in terms of any kind of attacks or being lost. And then you have Android 4.2 running on this device. The battery is 2600 mAh lithium polymer ion battery, which is removable, and you have USB OTG, that is on the go USB supported. That means you can actually connect a flash drive with this device. And again, as per the SAR values, it has the SAR values which make it radiation safe, so the SAR values are under the permissible limit. So let's open the box and let's take a look what we have in the package. So once we open the back box, we get the Xolo Q2000, which is the phablet device, and it looks pretty good in terms of the overall build quality. I would say not very thin device, but again pretty okay for a device of this size. I would say the display is definitely quite huge actually, and again with this kind of display the phone is a little bit bigger in hand, but you can actually hold it in one hand. There is no issue. As far as the weight of this device is concerned, the weight of this device is 180 gram, and we will take a look over the device later on. Let's take a look what we have in the package apart from the device. So you get a flip cover within the package which comes, and you have a nice matte finish and rubberized kind of a feel to it when as far as the back cover of the flip cover is concerned, the back side of the flip cover. Over here you have this kind of material which is definitely not leather but pretty good in terms of quality, and then you have some soft material which will make sure that you don't get any scratches on the display of the phone. So we will apply the flip cover later on. Apart from this, we get the screen guard which comes within the package, which you can apply onto this phone. And let's take a look what else we have in the package. And then we get this charger, the universal USB charger. The output current from the charger is 1 ampere, and then you get the micro USB cable within the package. Apart from this, let me just see what else we have it. Okay, so we have the safety warranty information guide, the quick start guide, which tells you about the basic features of the phone and how to use it. This might be useful if you are new to Android, otherwise it is nothing. And then you have nothing apart from these things. These are all the things which we get in the package. So let's take a look over the device now, and let's apply the flip cover first of all. So let me just remove the back cover on this device. You have a little indent over here to remove the back cover, and you can easily remove the back cover, and then let's apply the flip cover. So the flip cover has been applied and it is quite good in terms of the overall fit, I would say, and device definitely looks very good with this flip cover, although it becomes slightly thicker especially at this point because of the flip part which is actually over here. But apart from that, the device is actually very good. Again, it is not a smart flip cover, so the display will not turn on and turn off whenever you flip it on the display. But again, it will protect the display. You have a cutout for the earpiece. There is no blockage for the ports. As far as the volume rocker is concerned, the volume rocker gets hidden over here, but again you can actually access it by pressing from here. You can actually increase and decrease the volume. There is no blockage of any other key apart from the volume rocker. The 3.5mm audio jack, the micro USB port for data syncing and charging is also not blocked. You have a 13 megapixel camera at the back with LED flash. For low light photos, you have a loudspeaker mesh over here. Although the loudspeaker section is actually on this part only, not spread completely, so it is not a big loudspeaker which you have on this device. But again, with the flip cover, this device looks pretty good. Now before I put back the back cover, let me just show you the battery. The battery is 2600 mAh on this display, which is again pretty good. May not be completely sufficient, and we will also tell you about it. And I have been using this device for quite a long time now, and we have just done the unboxing for you. So in terms of the battery backup, if you are actually trying to know, the overall battery backup which you will get from this device is more than 1 day, because of this battery is pretty good in terms of the overall backup. If you are using this phone moderately, that means you use a lot of application but do not watch a lot of videos or do not play a lot of heavy graphic intensive games. So that is something, the kind of usage which I have. So it will give you around more than 1 day of battery backup, or 1.5 days in that case, especially for those who would like to play a lot of games and watch a lot of videos. Then this device will give you around 1 day of battery backup. You have the 2 SIM card slot over here, which will accept a normal size SIM card. The micro SD memory card slot is over here, which will accept a maximum of 64 GB memory card. And you have the loudspeaker mesh over here. And then we have the back cover. Let me just apply the back cover and show you the phone again. As far as the finishing of the back cover is concerned, again it becomes slightly difficult to actually put this back cover at times, but once it is there, it will be there, and it will not be kind of a loose fit, it will be a tight fit. Then at the top, you already told you that you have the micro USB port and 3.5mm audio jack. However, we are not able to locate a secondary mic on this device. The primary mic on this device is over here on the edge of the display. You have the touch capacitor buttons which are there on the front, on the bottom, not within the display, so they will not take some part of the screen resolution. That is good. You have the power and sleep key on the side, which is easily accessible whenever you hold this device with one hand. And you have the volume rocker key, which is also on the side on the left. And again, you have a shiny kind of a chrome grille running on the edges, which does make this device look quite premium. It is definitely bigger in hand. When it comes to the front camera on this device, the front camera on this device is a 2 megapixel camera, fixed focus. You have the nice earpiece over here, and you do have proximity and ambient light sensors. When it comes to the back camera is capable of recording high definition video at 1080p as well as at 720p. The version of Android which is running on this device is again stock Android 4.2.1, and let me just show you the same. So as you can see, once we unlock the device, let me just show you the settings. So we have the same UI of 4.2.1 running on this device. This is how the UI look like. Let me just go into the about phone. So under about phone, you can see that it is running 4.2.1, and let me just now show you the storage. Under storage scenario, when it comes to the internal storage, you have 8 GB, out of which around 0.98 GB is reserved by the internal storage option, basically for apps. And you also have more storage, that is 5.44 GB available to the user, where you can actually install app store, picture, videos, audio and other data as well from the user. You do have slot for the SIM card, for the micro SD memory card, and once you insert the micro SD memory card, you can actually select the preferred install location as the SD card, so you can install applications on the SD card as well on this device, which is again a good thing. When it comes to the wallpaper, you have support for live wallpapers, static wallpapers, and video wallpapers are also supported, which is also a good thing. And then you have brightness supported, so automatic brightness is also supported because you have ambient light sensor on this device. Apart from this, when it comes to the audio profiles, you do have the option of enhancing the overall audio sound quality from this device with the help of this option, so that you get better quality of sound from the headphones which will come within the package of this phone, but again we do not have it as of now with us. When it comes to the tethering options, you do have the option of creating a portable Wi-Fi hotspot from here so that you can share the 3G internet. You have support for USB tethering as well on this device, which is also a good thing. And then when it comes to the RAM, we have around 1 GB of RAM on this device, and out of 1 GB of RAM, let me just show you the scenario. So the phone is almost idle as of now. We are not running much applications, and you get around 527 MB of RAM free, whereas 444 MB of RAM is being used out of 1 GB. So again, it is not completely 1 GB of RAM which you will get. You do have location settings over here so that you can use this device for GPS navigation as well. And once you do that, make sure you enable the GPS satellite options. Under GPS satellite options, make sure to enable the GPS EPO assistance and assisted GPS as well before you can use this device for navigation. Apart from this, if we take a look as far as the language and input settings are concerned, let me just show you the phone dialer first of all. So here we have the phone dialer, and again the phone dialer does have the option of making a video call directly, which is a good thing. When it comes to the messaging application is again stock Android. There is no changes as far as the UI is concerned, and the keys are pretty big in size and they are nicely spaced out from each other, so you will not face any kind of problem on this device while typing on it with any kind of fingers, either with thick or thin fingers. You can always type in the landscape mode as well. Now taking a look over the overall design, form factor and the build quality, the overall form factor of this device is little bit larger, but again you can hold it in one hand. That is pretty good. The thickness of the device is around 9.8mm, which is again not too thick or not too thin as well. The weight of the device is slightly on the higher side because of the larger display. It is 180 gram, and again it definitely feels little bit heavier, and again it feels heavy with uniform way. It does not feel more heavy over here, although the camera part is actually bulging out of the device. So whenever you place the device like this on a table, this will actually get some scratches over time. That is something which we have noticed. And the display which we have on the device is an IPS LCD display. Again, the IPS LCD display is pretty good in terms of the overall viewing angles, but again the viewing angles are not too good because the display will fade a bit in terms of the colors which you have on the display at extreme angles, but still you can see what is happening on the screen, which is more important, I would say. So this device has pretty good viewing angles, much better than we actually expected, but definitely there will be slight fading of colors which will happen at extreme angles when you view the display. Now taking a look over the system configuration, we have the model number of the device, which is Q2000. We have ARM V7 processor clocked at 1.2 GHz. It is a quad core processor, and we have MediaTek 6589 chipset on this device, which we have just got to know, and it is the MediaTek 6589W chipset. When it comes to the resolution, you have 720x1280. The PowerVR HTX 544MP as the GPU. And then we have these sensors on this device, which includes 3-axis accelerometer sensor, proximity, light, orientation, and you also have magnetic field sensor on this device, so GPS navigation will work more precisely. So this is how the camera UI look like, as you can see. And when it comes to autofocus, you do have autofocus supported on this camera, which is the 13 megapixel camera which we have on this device. You have HDR mode supported, beautification mode is also there, panorama mode is also supported. When it comes to the photo settings, you have GPS information which you can tag, so you can have GPS location information as well. You can control over the white balance, image properties, anti-flicker is also there. And when it comes to photo settings, you have zero shutter delay which you can enable. You also have the option of self timer shots. Continuous shot is also supported. Up to 40 shots maximum can be taken at once. And when it comes to the video settings, you have the option of electronic image stabilization. You can turn off the mic as well in the video. When it comes to video quality, it is right now set to medium. You can record high definition video at 720p as well as 1080p. Let me just show you the UI from the front camera, which is a 2 megapixel camera, and again this is how the UI will look like. You can do a good quality of video chat from the front camera, but again you will see so good amount of grains and the video feed is not very smooth. Let me just show you the back side and let me just show you the video settings now. So if we take a look over the video settings over here, we have the audio mode as well and some other modes. So let's take a photo as of now from this device so that we can show you the overall capability of this device when you take a photo in low light like this. And we have just taken this photo in an indoor room with some artificial light, and this is how the photo looks like. And again, the photo looks pretty good. The overall object, if you compare it with the natural object over here, looks good. It is pretty clear in terms of the details. You can read the small text as well, but again you will see little amount of noise in low light photos like this one. But the overall daylight performance of this device as far as the camera is concerned is pretty good. Now when it comes to the application which comes pre-installed, you get File Manager pre-installed, you get FM radio, you get Google applications pre-installed, you have Play app application, you have a sound recorder which comes pre-installed. You also have Xolo Care wireless input devices also supported, so you can actually play YouTube. You can actually connect a Bluetooth keyboard as well with this device. On Quadrant, we have got a score of 4019 on this device as far as the benchmark is concerned. And this is how the detailed score look like for the CPU, memory, input output operation, 2D and 3D. And this is where the device actually ranks when it comes to comparing it with other devices. On AnTuTu, we have got a score of 13415 on this device, as you can see. And when it comes to the ranking, this is where the device actually ranks when it comes to comparing it with other devices. It ranks in between HTC One X and Samsung Galaxy S2. But the overall day-to-day usage of this device is pretty good. The overall performance in day-to-day usage is also pretty good. However, when it comes to playing some games, you can play some graphic intensive games on this device as well. And here we have got the score for the Ninamark. We have got a score of 46.1 FPS, which is again a pretty good score. That means you can actually play graphic intensive games on this device, including Frontline Commando D-Day, Modern Combat 4 as well. And when it comes to casual games, you can always play Temple Run, OZ, Subway Surfer and all those kind of games without any issues on this device. On multi-touch, this device supports 4-point multi-touch, as you can see. Now to show you the gaming performance of the device when it comes to casual games, we are playing this game called Temple Run OZ. The game is running fine, the touchscreen is responsive when it comes to finger touch. It is almost an instant response which I am getting from the touchscreen. So there is no issue with the game playback either in terms of graphics or with the touchscreen while playing this game. It is running quite smoothly on this device. The draw distance for the game is also pretty good and there is no issue at all. And the gravity sensor is also working well on this device, as you can see. Now we are playing Frontline Commando D-Day, as you can see, and you can also notice the graphics. The graphics are also pretty good on this device while playing this game. Let's take a look how we can play it in terms of the overall response. So the touchscreen is responsive. I do not notice much problem as far as touchscreen is concerned while playing this game. And the controls are also visible on this device while playing this game. Again, the touchscreen may not be very responsive, but again you can play this game without any issues, without any graphic lag. So this is how the browser look like, and again we have the stock Android browser on this device. We have just loaded our website. There is no problem with the kinetic scrolling. You can also do pinch to zoom, although it is not very fluid. And again, the rendering of the text is also pretty crisp and clear, so there is no issue with that as well. You do have double tap to zoom supported within the browser. You can also play YouTube videos within the web page without opening YouTube application for the same within this browser. It does have LED notification as well. Whenever the device is charging, the LED will light up, or it will also light up for missed calls and messages. So that's all from us as far as the full hands-on review of the Xolo Q2000. We really like this device as far as the phablet form factor is concerned. In terms of the overall build quality, this device is pretty good, and this one is also a little bit light, a little bit thinner I would say, as compared to the Canvas Doodle 2, which is a pretty huge device I would say in terms of the overall thickness. But in terms of build quality, that one is better. This one is again kind of plastic, but it does not feel bad with the matte finish back cover, which is again going to give you a better grip when you hold the device in one hand. The one-handed usage of this device is going to be limited, although you will have good amount of multimedia experience on this device. That will be much better as compared to a 5-inch phone. So in terms of the overall specifications as well, this is decent. The overall gaming performance on this device is also pretty decent. The camera performance is pretty okay, better than the other phones which we have seen in the same price segment. So that's all from us. Do let us know if you have any specific question for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.